everyone, I'm Katerina and I just got a new camera. So I've been wanting a new camera for a couple years and finally got a new one, and I thought to show you what research I did to figure out what camera was right for me, what was the best fit for me. I have always wanted to have a YouTube channel. I tried making one when I was in middle school, totally different genre, refused to talk about it. And then I have this channel, and I have made videos in the past. There are some currently on the channel, but I've never made consistent videos because I never really had the right equipment that I needed to make quality videos that I was super proud to put on my channel, but now I do. So I would like to go through a little process with you to show you what I did to research different cameras and how I landed on the camera that was the best fit for me. So senior year of high school, I decided to make a film for my portfolio final project. Had I ever made a film before? Absolutely not. And so I got this. This is the Canon EOS Rebel T5, and it has done me good over the years, but there were a couple things I realized that I wanted in this new camera that this one did not have. It does not have a flip out screen. So as you can see, the screen is attached to the body of the camera and you cannot flip it out. This camera does, and I will show you my POV view. So this is what the flip out screen looks like. This is my setup. There's also an audio input, which I will talk about soon. I have a little mic attached up here and the camera. Hello. So that was another thing I was looking for, was an audio input. This camera did not have that, so I had this mic, which I bought the same year I bought this camera, not realizing, because I didn't know anything about camera equipment, that this did not have an audio input. So I just had this camera and this mic that I couldn't use together, which kind of sucked. The clouds going in front of the sun. And it's back. Good lighting again. Anyways, those were two main things that I wanted, and with the addition of a flip out screen, I also wanted video autofocus. So with the fact that this didn't have a flip out screen and it didn't have video autofocus, I couldn't really see myself and make sure that I was in focus. I like that the flip out screen, it does have fully automated touchscreen. So if I need to change something with exposure or the aperture, I can just click here on the screen instead of having to get up, go to the back of the camera and set all those buttons on the back. Another thing about this camera is that it's a DSLR, it's super big, it's super bulky. The M50 is a mirrorless camera, so it's a lot smaller, it's a lot more compact. The difference is the sensor in the camera, so it's digital, whereas the sensor in this, when you look through the viewfinder, you are seeing what the camera is seeing. Because I mostly shoot video, I wanted to make sure that my camera had a 24 frame per second option, a 60 frame per second option, and this camera also has the option to shoot in 4K at 24 frames per second. One thing to keep in mind if you are also looking at the Canon M50 as an option for you, given these specs that I've already listed, the 4K option does have a significant crop. So if you are planning to do a super wide angle, keep in mind that you'll have to compensate for that 4K crop in the camera. Autofocus, the video autofocus is also just amazing. This is super crisp. I think that Canon is one of the kings when it comes to video autofocus at the moment. Another camera that I was looking at was the Fujifilm X-T3. Fujifilm is one of the best when it comes to photography, I believe, and their video has gotten a lot better. The one thing about the X-T3 though was it didn't have a flip out screen. It has a flip out screen, but it flips like outward, like at an angle, and it doesn't, I couldn't see myself if I were to use it. So that was something that was definitely a deal breaker for me, because that is something that I needed in a camera. I was also looking at the Canon 80D, which is very similar, I feel like, to the EOS M50. One main difference is that the 80D is a DSLR, whereas the M50 is a digital mirrorless camera. The 80D is a lot similar to this DSLR in terms of size, in terms of the lenses that it uses. One thing about the M50 is that it has a different lens set because the camera body and because the lenses are so small. So if you wanted to use a lens like this that comes on one of the standard Canon DSLRs, you would have to get an adapter for it so that you could use those lenses on this camera. They're not that expensive, the adapters, so if you wanted to use these lenses, you definitely could. Two of the main reasons why I opted to get the M50 instead of the 80D, even though I really love the 80D, was one, the size. It's super big, it's super bulky. I definitely like the idea of having a mirrorless camera better. And two, this camera is also about half the price as the Canon 80D for about the same specs and the same ability in photo and in video. So I think that this is definitely a great option for someone who also has a lower price range and can't really afford a Canon 80D unless you probably get it secondhand. If you do want to get something more expensive, the Fujifilm X-T4 just dropped, I believe, right when I got this camera. Fujifilm has it all down with the XT series, and the X-T4 also has a full flip out screen like this one does now. I believe that it's about $1,400 right now. One of the other things I also did when it came to researching what camera I wanted was watching YouTube. I made sure to watch a lot of videos about the Canon M50 once I had delved into that researching process more and realized maybe this camera might be the one for me. I made sure to watch a lot of videos about the audio, the video autofocus especially, and comparing it to different cameras. Look how fast that is. It's incredible. Like, it can't be beat. So looking at the video, looking at the 4K crop was something that I watched a lot of videos on, watching comparisons between the M50 and the 80D. I think that's a great option to look at videos that have comparisons. So just as a recap, how I came to the Canon M50 as the camera that I ended up buying. I made a list of the things that I definitely wanted in a camera. 1, a flip out screen. 2, video autofocus. 3, an audio input. The ability to shoot in 24 frames per second and 60 frames per second. And some of the additions that the M50 has just in general were definitely some key sellers for me to get this camera. So that's pretty much it. I'm excited to start making videos again. Hopefully I'll be posting a lot more. I also do a lot of photo and video stuff for my job, so hopefully this will be a step up as well in the things that I'm producing for them. Stay tuned for stuff, like, subscribe, that stuff, and I will see you soon.